everybody, it's Marion from Life Unboxed and welcome to my kitchen. In today's episode of Cook With Me, we are going to be making Puerto Rican Spanish rice. And I'm going to show you the ingredients that we're going to put in it. This is a recipe from my friend John, who is a Puerto Rican who lives in Florida, I believe. Okay, so first we're going to have the pigeon peas, which is the gandules. And they are, I couldn't find a can of them, so I got the dried ones, and they're on the stove right now, boiling up so they could soften up for this recipe. Then we have garlic powder, adobo, sazon, sofrito, which you can make your own, but I opted to buy this. Cumin, and this ham we're going to put in there, and of course rice, white rice, medium grain. So if you want to see this process, if you want to see what's going to become of this process and how delightful or delighted my husband's going to be for being our taste tester, you stay tuned and we'll get started in just a few minutes. So I'm going to read you the recipe and then we'll get started at it. So, Puerto Rican Spanish rice, bacon or ham optional. So I'm going to use ham. You saw this big slice I had. 2 tablespoons of olive oil, 1 cup of gandules, which is pigeon peas, and I have the dry ones, so I got them over there soaking. 3/4 cup of tomato sauce, 1/2 cup of green olives, which I don't have, and so I will be putting them in. 1/4 cup of sofrito, 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of adobo seasoning, 1/2 packet of sazon. I only have the stuff in the jar, so I'll just guess at it. 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, 3.5 cups of water, and 3 cups of rice rinse. And I say that to rinse it causes it to be less sticky. Heat the Dutch oven over medium heat. Slowly cook ham or bacon until crispy. Remove the meat from the pot and set aside. Then add the gandules, tomato sauce, sofrito, and seasonings and stir to fully combine. Once this mixture has become fragrant, pour in water and bring to a boil over high heat. Bring mixture to a boil and add rice. Stir until rice is submerged and pigeon peas are distributed evenly. Reduce heat to medium-low, cover and cook for about 25 minutes. About halfway through cooking, remove the lid, making sure to scrape any rice that has settled to the bottom of the pan. Now this is very touchy subject for Puerto Ricans, as some insist not to scrape or stir the rice, as the crispy bottom bites are the best. That sounds to me like a good deal. Unless they're burnt. If they're burnt, then we got a problem. If you do stir the rice, do it only once, as the rice will become sticky. After simmering for about 25 minutes, remove from the heat and let it sit for about an additional 30 minutes before serving. This is called letting the rice steam. The rice is done. Once the rice is done, the rice is done once all the liquid is absorbed. After letting it rest for half an hour, remove the lid, fluff and stir. Serve warm with cilantro if desired. There won't be any cilantro on my dish, that's for sure, because I don't like it. So that's the recipe for the Puerto Rican Spanish rice. And in just a few minutes, we will get started. Okay, so I've got this olive oil here. It is Tunisian. Gee, I can't even read. Extra virgin olive oil. And it's pure. And I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons full in the pan. And I'm going to turn this pot on. I'm still not quite too familiar with my stove here. But I'm going to put that on a medium burn and let that heat up. And then I'm going to add in there some ham that I'm chopping up. Alright, let's see. Put that over there. I'm just going to push you a little closer so you can see what's happening in the pot. There you go. And right there is my starter. And it's looking pretty healthy. It started out down here, and I'm waiting for it to... This is day number 5 or 6. And I'm not going to use it to bake until day 10. That's when it'll be really, really good. Alright, so in this pot over here, I've got those beans, or peas. See, you can see them. But I'm not going to put them in. I don't think I'm going to use all of them either. They had to get softened, so I didn't want them to... I wanted them to soften up. In fact, I think I'm going to turn them back on for a little while to cook some more. Okay, I'm going to have this thing on fire here in a minute. Okay, I'm going to go get the ham and show you the ham. This is the first time I'm using my Dutch oven too, and I got to remember that these handles get hot. I don't remember that. Okay, got the ham here, and I'm just going to put that in. There's just me and Nate, so I'm not going to make a lot. I mean, I'm just going to make what I need to make. Okay, we're going to let that cook. Now, they said to let it get kind of brown and charred. So, I'll let that go and let it cook for a little bit, and I'll be back to just see what it looks like. So I just added a touch more meat into the pan, and we're going to let it go, and I'm going to look at the recipe and see what the next step is. So I'm going to open up a can of tomato sauce, get that ready, because this has to be taken off, or taken out of the pot, and then the tomato sauce and the gandules added to it, to the pan. And it surprised me that there's no onions in this. It's weird to me. Let me get my cup here. I can use this cup. Alright, I think it says a half cup. Let's see. 3/4 cup of tomato sauce. Okay. We'll use this one. Almost. Right about there. Okay. That's when that's ready. And that's not quite ready yet. So we're going to move you back up to the meat. Should have my apron on. But I don't. Alright, we're going to turn this down some on low and let that finish cooking, and we'll be back. Okay, I have removed the ham, and I'm going to just put it over here for now. And now we're going to start adding the tomato sauce and the sofrito, so bear with me. Okay, so the tomato sauce goes in next. down low. All right, so here's the tomato sauce. That's going in. Along with the sofrito. I'm gonna get every drop, you know. And the sofrito is right here. And I'm gonna add that in. Don't ask me what sofrito is because I don't know. It's just something very Spanish. And stir that up a little bit. And at this time, if you wanted to add the olives, you could. I don't have any, so I'm not adding olives. So, all right, let's see. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. My teaspoons thingies up here. 1.5 teaspoons of salt. All right. It's my little salt container. And 1/2. Okay. And next is 1/2 teaspoon of pepper. Got my little pepper thingy here, container. Okay, got that. And next is adobo seasoning, 1 teaspoon of adobo seasoning, and that's this stuff right here. Adobo seasoning. Guess I have to take the top off for this. Or maybe not. Oh my gosh. I'll be right back. Okay, we're gonna get 1 teaspoon of adobo. Got that in there. And next is, I have a packet of sazon, so I'm just gonna put a teaspoon in here. I don't know what a 1/2 packet is. I'm gonna put 2 teaspoons. And that's what that is. Okay. Next is pepper. We did the pepper. Cumin. 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. Can you hear me? I'm sorry. 1/4 teaspoon of cumin. And okay. 1/4 teaspoon. Okay. That's what we got here, cumin. All right. Now, it says, when this starts to smell, what did it say? Okay. Let's see. Okay, once this mixture has become fragrant, pour in the water and bring to a boil over high heat. Okay, oh, we're supposed to put the gandules in too. How many of the gandules? 1 cup. All right, let me go get a cup of these gandules. So, can you see me over there? Yep, okay. So I'm just gonna put a cup in here, right in with the tomato sauce. And we're gonna hope that these suckers cook and get softer, because right now they're pretty hard. Even though I've been boiling them up for the last hour or 2. All right, here we go. 1 cup of the gandules, which is pigeon peas. So, can you hear that buzzing? That's my clothing. Okay, bring moisture to a boil. Mixture. Once this mixture has become fragrant, pour in water and bring to a boil over high heat. All right, we're gonna let that come up, and I'll be back to show you what it looks like. You can see the mixture right here getting nice and bubbly. And as soon as it becomes fragrant, which it's starting to, then I'll add the water and bring that to a boil. Well, my husband says he can smell it, so we are going to add the 2.5 cups of water. Here's 2. And here is 1/2. And we are going to let that come to a boil. And then we'll see what the next step is, which is, okay, bring to a boil over high heat. All right, we got that on high. And then bring mixture to a boil and add rice. Stir until rice is submerged and pigeon peas are distributed evenly. All right, let's get the rice here. We have, let me pull you back a little bit. We have river white rice, and it is a medium grain. All right. The 1 cup measurement here. Rinse this out. Funny, it doesn't say when to add the meat back in. That's weird. I must have missed it. All right, I'm going to open up the rice here. Open. Close. To a rolling boil. All right, let's see. I hope you can hear me okay. There's my, and I'll put everything down below in the description area so you can have it if you need it, if you want to cook it, make it. Okay, let's see. 3 cups of rice rinsed. Okay, well I didn't do that yet, so I'll be back in a minute. Unfortunately, I don't have a colander, so I have to rinse 1 cup at a time. So I'm going to add this rice here right now. What the heck? So now I gotta rinse another cup and then a 3rd cup. So bear with me while I get this done. I'll be right back. 2nd cup going in. All right, we're gonna stir that up a little bit. Get the next cup done. I'm using a paper towel to rinse this with so that it won't go into the sink totally. All right, here we go. You know, you always want to follow directions. Sometimes I got to get myself I've got a colander, but it would never work for the rice. So I've got to get myself one of those strainers. All right, next one going in. Now, let's see, I'm going to put the meat in too. Doesn't say when, but I'm assuming it's going to go in right now. So, there it goes. Stir. Make sure everything is in there well. And then, the next step is bring mixture to a boil. Add rice, stir until submerged in peas, blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's good. Reduce heat to medium-low. Cover and cook for 25 minutes. Medium-low, right there. Cover and cook for 25 minutes. Okay. I'm going to set my clock for 25 minutes. Okay, we'll be back in 25 minutes to see the final product. Okay, I just opened this up and stirred it up. And I'll show you what it looks like right there. There you go. It looks pretty darn good. And it did stick big time. So I am just going to let it continue to simmer. It's got about 5 minutes left, and then I'm going to I'm going to turn it off, and I'm going to let it sit for 30 minutes, and then we'll be back for the taste test. Okay, it's time to take the lid off. I almost touched it with my bare hands, and I should know better. And here we go, fluffing it up, and hopefully it's good. Babe, you're the taste tester. I'm gonna get my babe a little bit of tiny bowl because I have no bowls to clean.
Smells good.
All right, we're gonna give.
It's good for a taste.
All right, I just wanted to get you everything.
Okay.
Let me turn this around.
There's
So
chicken in there.
no, there's ham in
Is it
there.
ham?
Oops,
I need a spoon.
getting
Thank you, love.
welcome.
There's beans in there.
Okay, no beans, it's peas.
There's rice in there.
Yes, there is rice.
Okay, let's get a little bit of everything here.
It's hot.
Smells
I
good.
hope the rice is cooked.
Appears to be.
Okay. The proof is in the pudding.
Mm-hmm.
Is it really good?
Mm-hmm. That is delicious.
So, how's the rice? Is flavorful and it's tender?
Yeah. Yeah, and it soaked up all the spices and just whatever. The peas are soft.
Is it soft? Is it salty enough?
It's, yeah.
And it's got a good. Okay, good. All right. Well, thank you for your taste test. Well, I'm not too disappointed with this first time Spanish rice, Puerto Rican Spanish rice. To me, it's a little bit dry, so I probably the next time I would use more water and more tomato sauce, and maybe less rice. Maybe that would help. But actually, the flavor is very good. The peas were. Some of them were very soft, some of them were a little bit, not hard, but just a little bit firm. But all in all, we think it is a 8 out of 10. And so if you're new to my channel, excuse me, I welcome you. And it's always great to have new people subscribe. And for my tried and trues, I always appreciate you stopping by and spending a little bit of time of your day with me. And that goes for the new subscribers as well. So thank you all for stopping in. If you aren't subscribed yet, hit that little subscribe button and the little thumbs up, and that helps my channel. And also, if you would hit that little bell, that will let you know when I upload a new video. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoy this once again, and don't forget to be kind to one another. It's a rough world out there, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.